It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So Oregon's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Extending the play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... five-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is... They're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Buys a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Made a defender miss. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. On the run, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Stewart. And the Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. And that one's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets It's rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we've got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. Runs for the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's out. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
He gets a block. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure.
Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Aller. They get to him as he throws. Makes the catch. It's Ross. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best of them. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Ducks are on the move. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Finds a little space. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lanes.
Moore to the air. Using the quick game. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in there.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little. And he's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Coming out with it, it's Ivy. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get safe.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. Wide open and in for a race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore will throw. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Ross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking for a man. It's out. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Finds a spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finding an escape route. There he goes! At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Penn State! Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
he is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on second down. To throw. It's Allard. Caught over the middle. It's Dinkins. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, going up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Stopped short of the marker, and they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Whittington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Finds his big tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really...